Lance is healthy and you have a full strength, how often could you see going to a 6-man rotation this season? Just given how
I don't know, man.
last year?
Well, last year was out of necessity.
Right,
Because of Verlander, and first you got to determine if you have 6 qualified guys first. Last year we had that for sure. So, you ask me questions I don't have answers to right now.
We just talked to Kyle a few minutes ago, and he was talking about obviously the result of the arbitration here and just pushing it aside and ready for another breakout season for him. I asked him what he was most proud of, and he said his defense last year. How fun was that to watch him do what he did?
Well, he works on it. Defense is work. I've always said that. And hitting's fun. Everybody likes to hit. I mean, you go to a Little League practice, and after a guy hits, he's ready to go home. You know what I mean? And so the fact that how hard he worked at it, you have to be attentive. You can't take your offense to the defense, which a lot of players do sometimes. And, we were proud of the way he played. I mean, without Kyle, we wouldn't have won as many games as we won, whether he was running the bases, stealing, hitting, throwing, catching. I mean, he's a 5-tool player, and there aren't many around. And a lot of times people overlook that. The only tool that most people see is hitting or the home runs. But, I mean, he's a ball player. And, that's the ultimate compliment that I can give somebody.
Do you think the rule changes will help him? The bigger bases, the limited pickoffs, especially a guy that likes to run or a guy that likes to be aggressive?
Well, the limited pickoff is going to help everybody. I might even steal a couple bases. They can't throw over there the third time. How easy is that? And plus, he lost a lot during the shift. Last year, it's gonna be a different game, with the changes that were made.
What about the flip side of that, Dusty, defending that when you're a starter? The flip side of not being able to throw over as much for your pitchers and trying to hold guys. And like
now your catcher, his ability to throw is going to be even more. But that is at the same time, it's going to give him less of a chance to throw guys out. If I throw over there twice, or with the rules, first and third is going to really change the game. If I throw over there twice and can't throw again, and then he steals, and do we let him just go, and then they bring the infield in and no longer in a double play situation, or do we try to throw him out? And if we don't throw him out, then the runner from third automatically comes home on a balk. So it's going to change a lot of the strategy in the game, and we'll try to play as many scenarios as we can in spring training and to find out what to do.
Did you ever have imagined the game would change as much as you played almost 4 years ago, your last game, and everything that's gone on since then?
No. No. I mean, these are some changes that, I didn't foresee, or, we'll see, if it's good for the game or not. We'll see.
Dusty, how well did you know Tim McCarver?
I know him pretty well. Yeah, I know him I know him and Bob Gibson were really close. And, every day, like I said last year, every day seemed like guys are passing the guys that I know and knew. And so I guess that's life, but it doesn't make it any easier.
Dusty, I realize it's more the business side, but you talk to these guys about everything.
Mm-hmm.
A guy like Tuck with the arbitration thing, like he's trying to say, look, no hard feelings and block it out. But I mean, what do you say to a guy like that after losing a case?
Well, did he tell you I talked to him already?
You did not mention
yesterday.
That. You mentioned it yesterday.
You did yesterday.
Yeah, but not necessarily about that.
Yeah, because I've been through that too. I mean, we didn't have arbitration. My roommate, Ralph Garr, was the first person to go to arbitration and win. And but I did hold out in spring training. There were a couple times with the Braves, and they tried to cut my salary, and I had a bad attitude about things, and I had to work out in the half field, and I expressed that to him. And it is a business, and try not to let your attitude change or waver on the way that you play the game and the way that you are. And so, we walked away with a good conversation. But I mean, that was one of the first conversations that I was going to have when I came to spring training. Like I said, most of these guys, you know, whatever they're going through, there's a good chance that I went through it at some point in time, and if not me, somebody else that I know.